Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches. It is obviously not morning, but it's my morning. It is 6 p.m. on the 18th day of December, so the 18th day of Flossmas. And y'all are at a really weird angle that I don't much appreciate, but I need my hands. I haven't started stitching yet for today. We've got our daily 100 on America. I think I grabbed the floss for henpeck. So if so, we'll be working on finishing that. If not, then I'm going to need to work on QS Ladybugs, which is my last category for December. Or Garden Prelude, which is one of my main characters. But I got a package in the mail today and I wanted to share it with y'all. I'm super excited. So this is my 2024 planner. And I know some people were asking about it recently, so this is the answer. Ooh, and that reminds me, I do have questions on my videos I probably need to go through. Okay, so how exciting, how exciting. Ooh, it's a nice, I'm thinking I really like the size. I was afraid it was going to be much smaller, but it's not quite as big as the one I've been using. So this is the Black Needle Society Stitching Journal and Planner. I had one, a friend sent me one from their box a couple years ago and I thought it looked amazing, but I already was using something else and so I didn't really use it much. But over the last couple years, I really simplified what all I use my planner for and what all, how I use it. So I thought maybe this one would suffice for this year. So, crinkle, crinkle, we're going to open it up. Take a look. Okay, first things first. I don't know what happened, but it seems like the back cover, I don't know if you can see all these little spots, has flaked off. Oh, no. No. Okay, that's pieces of paper. They got stuck to the planner because it's a little sticky right there. I don't know why. But the cover's fine. So, super beautiful, and love it being an actual stitchy cover for the first time ever. It's got this nice band. I love these rings. I use, I have a couple of other notebooks where it has the rings, and I really like, I like that it gives me some, it doesn't keep everything so crushed together. Anyway, all right. Inside we've got scissors. It's got these nice bands on the corners so they don't fray so easily. And see, and this is the other thing about the round is you can just flip it all the way like this. All right, Stitching Journal and Planner 2024 belongs to my name and phone number. The year outlook of 2024. And then this says, the Black Needle Society Stitching Challenge. Start a pattern released in 2024. Stitch at least one stitch every day in 2024. I would love for that to be a good goal for me. Stitch on a piece you plan to keep yourself. Well, that's most of my stuff. Stitch on a piece you've designed or modified. I modify sometimes. I will be right back. Okay. I modify quite a bit, actually. Stitch on a bright piece of fabric. Okay, stitch after 11 p.m. every day. Stitch before 8 a.m. every day. I stitch from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., y'all. I got that. Put at least 2,024 stitches into one project. Maybe that should be my goal on every project next year. It was 2,000 this last year. I could do 2024. Stitch on a piece someone else chooses for you. I like doing that. Stitch on a piece you've bought the pattern for twice. I'm not sure I've ever done that. Stitch on a piece from a magazine. Stitch on a piece with another stitcher, a stitch along. So that's fun. It doesn't exactly give you the rules on how to go about that challenge, but all right, 2024 goals. Starting stats. Number of whips. I love this page. This is probably my favorite page. Number of whips at the start of the year, number of finishes from 2023, number of new starts in 2023, projects that are near a finish. Now, on my spreadsheet, I have these marked, and I marked them as finish that stitch December, which basically means I think I can get them done by the end of 2024. A lot of them will probably be done before the end, but that's how I signify them. So I can write those in there. Any stitching goals and any personal goals. This one's really neatly laid out. And it says, project to be fully finished. We don't do that around here. Focus projects, and it has it split by thirds. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Mistakes, customizations made while stitching. Movies to see in 2024. TV shows to watch in 2024. Books to read in 2024. I'm going to fill that up. All right. 24 for 24, a stitching challenge. Last year, Katie and Laura started a new stitching challenge, 23 for 23. We started 23 projects throughout 23. This year, we challenge you to join us and start 24 projects during 24. We're planning 2 per month. I don't know that I want that many starts, so this may not be a thing for me, but I will probably list my starts here and see how many I end up starting in 2024. Other projects I would like to start. Just a list of starts. A to Z stitching challenge. Put in at least 500 stitches or finish a project that begins with each letter of the alphabet in 2024. Starter words such as A and the do not count as the beginning of the piece. For the letter X, it may be any part of the title word. That's interesting. And then you just say pattern and designer, date, number of stitches. Pamper yourself, stitchy goals. Use this list to name projects you would like to make progress on this year and what your goal is for the piece. Goals can include a specific number of stitches you'd like to make on each piece or pieces you'd like to finish. Once you hit your goal, reward yourself. So that's kind of where you could like write your WIP go down, I bet. They do have a bingo board in here, which is not the same as WIP go, but all right, next. The word of the year, stitching challenge. Our word of the year is effervescent, as in we hope you feel ecstatic as you stitch throughout the year. Join us in stitching on projects throughout 2024 that begin with each letter of the word. Please do not repeat projects. Okay, Black Needle Society bingo challenge. Mark off squares of our bingo card as you finish projects throughout the year. Mark off 1 space per finish as you finish projects. Don't forget to post and tag us on Instagram and Facebook when you get a bingo. So these are, I guess you're supposed to have a finish before you mark it off. But project released by designer in parts. Project has a sea creature. Project has back stitching. Project designed by somebody younger than you. Well, that'd be interesting to try and figure out. Project has red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. It goes on. There's a lot of them. We'll go through them throughout the year. Stitching all the colors. Add some color to your 2024 stitching. Stitch on pieces with these different fabric colors throughout the year to complete the challenge. Red, orange, yellow, green, teal, blue, indigo, purple, pink, brown, black, gray, white. That shouldn't be too difficult for me. And then we go into the planner. So this is the cover for January. They have tabs, which I like. You got your month-long calendar, and this is usually where I write in my daily stitch count, as you know from my current planner. It says notes and goals. It does have holidays marked. The next page is a daily stitch tracker. That might be interesting to use. Assign a color to each of the 6 circles below and a method of measurement, such as number of stitches completed or time spent stitching. Color the diamonds below each day according to the color chart to track your stitching habits. That could be fun. Project progress tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has space for 8 projects. And then you just color in write the name of your focus projects for the month on the open line. In the boxes at the bottom of the page, assign a color and a method of measurement, such as number of stitches or time spent. Color in and note your progress on the assigned section of the circle each day on the project you pick up. So I do have certain projects that I'm going to focus on every month that I can put in here. But when I work on them, pretty much that's going to be done and dusted. So that you're only going to see them marked maybe 1 to 2 days on there. So I don't know how well that's going to work, but we'll try it. See if it... list of whips. wish list, new purchases, and then we break down into like the weekly. So I'm not sure how I'll use that yet. My goal this week, I'm stitching this week. My talking is vibrating my nose and it makes it feel weird. All right, and then there's a blank page at the end of the month. Then February, again, the monthly setup, works in progress, wish list, new purchases, the weekly stuff. We got the Battle of the Whips. Might have to try that. I did it a couple years ago. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't able to make it work this last year. March has the daily and the project progress. March, April, wait, March. That was March. April has the daily and the project progress, works in progress, wish list purchases. At the end of the month, hold on, there's some stuff at the end of the month. Rainy day project tracker, new start, May new starts project planner. A lot of people do like Whip Mania in May, so this is a good way to prepare for that. I'm not planning on starting too much, so. Not that I don't want to, but I'm trying to keep my whip list down. April is much the same. No, that's May. June. Seeing if there's anything new, significant. Mid-year finishes list. Oh, mid-year check-in. This should be fun. Current work in progress. Favorite designer, favorite fabric, favorite floss dyer, favorite accessory, favorite floss tuber, favorite Instagrammer, favorite food, favorite drink. My social stats, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, blog, other, retreat notes, mid-year stats, number of whips, projects near a finish, focus projects, stitching goals, personal goals. So that's the same we saw at the beginning, just mid-year to kind of check in. And then mid-year finishes. So that's where you could update your finishes throughout the year. July has the daily stitch tracker and project progress, all of that, plus a blank page at the end of the month. August, my favorite month of the year. Again, same as most months. September, same as most months with the empty page at the back. October is gorgeous. Let's see if y'all can see this. Isn't that pretty? Just a blank page at the end of the month. I'm a little surprised by that since everybody loves their dark October stitching. Can't talk today. November, pretty typical. Oh, last page is 12 days of stitching, Christmas and winter. Choose 12 Christmas or winter themed projects to stitch on throughout the month of December. Or in my case, cross all that out and finish that stitch December. Join us on Instagram and FlossTube. We'll be planning our stitching for December 1st through the 25th. So, and then December. Now, at the end of December, we have some fun stuff. We've got a wrap up. Really neat layout. Things 2024 taught me: best floss tube, best Instagram post, best tutorial. In 2024, I am most proud. Blink, blink, blink. Memorable moments. There's 3 boxes. I could do progress tracker thing. Maybe number of stitches each month. It'd be fun to see, especially as much as mine fluctuates. All right, wrap up. Current work in progress, favorite designer, fabric, floss diary, accessory, floss tuber, Instagrammer, food and drink, social stats, finishes, paper copy, FFO, digital copy, FFO, oldest, newest, largest, smallest, and favorite. End of year stats, number of whips, favorite new starts, projects near a finish, designers I discovered, makers I discovered. Then there's a 2025 calendar and several pages for your works in progress. Several pages for finished projects. Some grids if you decide to chart yourself. A couple pages of those. Some Blake lined paper. And then they release their, when they're going to release their 2024 boxes. So that is it. Oh, and there's a little, if you need to stick stuff in the back, there's a little card for that. And that is it. That's my new planner for next year. As we get to playing with it, I will try and film a little bit. Sorry. So I will be back later to show you what I stitched on tonight. It probably won't be much because today, but that's it for now. I will see y'all soon. Good evening, everybody. Midnight here. And I got super wrapped up in some group planning for next year. So, of course, all I got stitched before midnight was America. So here's where she's a-looking. A lot of white up here at the top and a bunch of Krynic. Over half of my stitches tonight were in Krynic. We're getting so close to a finish. It's looking so good. So I'm super excited. So I'm going to go get another quick bite to eat. And then I'm going to work on henpeck. Because I do have the parchment floss. I knew I had it. I just wasn't sure if I had stuck it in the project. I did. So we're going to work on trying to get that finished tonight. It's going to be a close one. I think it's one of those delusional stitching. My friend Kate from Fickle Stitches talks about this all the time. In that it looks like a couple hundred stitches. I'll have it done, no problem. But then you get into it and you're like, there's more stitching and more. And I just kind of feel like this is going to be one of those situations. But fingers crossed, I can knock it out tonight. So for that, you'll need to join me for day 19 of Flossmas. I hope y'all are having a wonderful month. It is flying by. Next year is going to be here before you know it. And I'm just not ready. So I hope y'all are stitching away and I will see y'all tomorrow.